Hey there guys, and welcome to this episode of Gear Bag from Gearist.com. Today we're going to be talking about a do-it-yourself solution for running on ice or snow and making sure that you're not slipping all over the place. This is really quick and easy, so let's get right into it. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is this set of hobnails from La Sportiva. Now, basically, these things come with this little kit in this bag. These little screw-type spiky little bad boys right here, little carbide tips, with an attachment tool. All you do is put these into the base of an existing shoe that you have and screw them right in. Really simple. I think they're about $30. You can go to sportiva.com and find them there. But today what I'm going to show you is a DIY version of this same exact thing. Now the materials for this project are pretty simple. So the first thing that you need is a pair of shoes. I'm using, for a throwback for you guys, the Kinvara 1. This is going to be the shoe that I'm putting it in because I like how much midsole there is. I'll touch on that in a second. And it's also a pair of shoes that I like running in, and it's kind of just worn in. So these are the shoes that we're going to be using today. The second thing that you're going to need is some hex-headed sheet metal screws. Right here you can see that. These cost about $1 and some change at Home Depot, I think is where I got these. This particular version is a number 8 screw, and they're about 3/8 of an inch long. Now, I would have preferred to have the 1/4 inch long, but these will do, and they didn't have the 1/4 inch long, so this is what we're going with. And lastly, since these screws are hex-headed but also a slot, you're going to need a flathead screwdriver. If you don't have a slotted head, you're going to obviously need a socket wrench or just a pair of pliers or something like that to get going with them. So now after opening your screws, just kind of dump those out on the table right there, whatever you're working with. Whoops, we just lost one, but that's okay. Then you're going to take a shoe. Now, on this particular shoe, you can see that it's got a good amount of midsole, and basically the reason that's important is because you don't want to feel these stabbing up into your foot at any point. So we've got a good amount of midsole. If you're working with a shoe that's got like an air sac, like in a Nike or something, or in a Newton where there's a membrane that you will most likely rupture if you're using these, definitely be very careful. Look at the schematic of the shoe if you can find one online and make sure you're not about to puncture anything. In this case, what Saucony's used here is just simple EVA plus foam, so it's not that hard to put the spikes anywhere we want them to. Now when placing the screws, I'm going to probably stick mostly to the perimeter, and the main reason for this is because if I'm running, I'm probably going to land on that lateral perimeter of the shoe. We'll put some over here on the medial side just to be safe, but what I'm going to do is basically plot out where I want to put them first. So I'll probably put one right about there. You can see it's kind of on an elevated plane, so we're going to put one there, probably put another one here, and we'll do the same on this side, and then we'll do a couple through the midfoot here, and then a couple on the heel area. So let's get into it. If for some reason you find the screwdriver too hard to work with, what I've switched over to here is a ratchet head on top of a screw handle. This makes it quite easy with the hex-headed screws. So there they are. There's our completed pair of spiked shoes. Now, one thing you want to be sure of is that you're not wearing these on any sort of hardwood floor or anything like that that you might mess up. Now, are you going to lose some of these? Maybe. They might fall out, but that's okay because they're cheap. They were 12 in a package of the ones that I bought, and really easy to replace, very affordable to replace. If they fall out, no big deal. You can go right back to the hole that you used. The configuration that you put the screws in on your shoes is totally up to you. The one that I used is kind of specific to my foot, largely. I kept it on the perimeter here, put a couple up near the toe box area, in front of the toe box. I only put a couple here on the heel for descents. Again, I tend to be a more forefoot, midfoot runner, so I'm not really going to use these, but this is for descending or when I'm having to really engage the heel at all. So that's something that was important to me. I did put a couple here through the midfoot, through the arch, just to be sure that when that foot really settles flat on the ground that I have some sort of traction there. So that's it. So our question for you today is, when it gets cold and icy and snowy outside, do you prefer to stay on the treadmill, or are you somebody like me who likes to get outside and get running no matter the conditions? Leave your answer in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Gear Bag. Please don't forget to like and favorite this video right down in here below the video. Like and favorite this video. We would really appreciate it. Also, if you have any questions or comments at all, please don't hesitate to leave those in the comments section below or email us info@gearist.com. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can click the YouTube icon right over there, and please don't forget to visit Gearist.com, where all of our reviews and news and videos are located, as well as on our YouTube channel. Follow us on all our social media outlets, which you can see right there. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.